Hey everyone, it is Dr. Olson here at Chiropractic First of Rockford, and I want to take a minute today to talk about your heart, the organ that's most closely associated with love and with Valentine's Day. Um, Pretty soon, my kids are bringing home Valentines from school with hearts all over them. But the truth is, a heart is not just what we think of when we think of love and compassion, but it is an amazing engine within your body that drives a natural resource that is so necessary: fresh oxygenated blood and everything that blood contains to every cell, muscle, organ, and tissue in your body to make sure it is healthy and healing and doing what it needs to be doing. So I want to take a few minutes today and talk about just how amazing the heart is, the job that it does, how reliable it is throughout your lifetime. And when you think about it, the heart is there your entire life, and that makes sense, right? It's one of the first organs that develops when you are developing in the early stages. In fact, your first heartbeat arrives at about 4 weeks after you start to develop, and it's there until the last moment of your life. And so let's talk about what it's doing for each and every moment that you're alive. First of all, it's made up of four chambers, and those chambers have valves between them. Each of those valves is about the size of a silver dollar. And when you hear a heartbeat, what you're actually hearing are those valves opening and closing. That's where that sound is coming from. Now, like I said, you get your first heartbeat at approximately 4 weeks of development, and it's there throughout your entire life. And during that time, on average, your heart will beat almost 100,000 times each day. And if you were to quantify that, which researchers have, they said that it's about the same as if you were to drive a semi truck 20 miles each day. That's just how much energy your heart alone is outputting with those 100,000 beats. Now, over the course of an average lifetime, that equates to about 1.5 million barrels of blood that are pumped through your veins, your arteries, and to all your tissues. Now, when it comes to how long that takes, it takes 6 seconds from the heart to send blood to the lungs and have that blood come right back into the heart. There, the freshly oxygenated blood can go out to the body. When it does go out to the body, the fastest place it goes to, where it prioritizes first, is actually your brain. And that takes 8 seconds to go from your heart to your brain and then back to your heart for another resupply of oxygen. When it goes to the rest of the body, to go down to your feet, the furthest place from your heart, it takes 16 seconds from your heart to your feet, and then returning back up to the heart again to get refreshed with oxygen from the lungs to go back out to your body again. And finally, when we talk about where the blood is going in your body, now the more energy dependent that part of the body is, the more oxygen it's going to receive. So you can actually look at just how much the body essentially prioritizes certain organs or tissues based on how much blood it receives from the system. So 5% of your blood actually goes right back to supplying the muscles of the heart. Remember, your heart is a muscle, and it's a very powerful one. And so it needs 5% of the total blood and oxygen going right back to itself to keep itself functioning. But here's something that's amazing and really speaks to the importance of the brain and the nervous system when it comes to your health and every function. Your brain is the single largest energy consuming organ in your body. And as reflected in the blood supply, 15 to 20% of your blood supply goes directly to the brain or the central nervous system. So your brain or your spine, essentially. 15 to 20% of everything goes right back to those organs. As a chiropractor, we talk with our clients a lot about the importance of heart health. And there's a lot of different areas of health and nutrition and supplementation and exercise that will go into heart health. It can't be overstated just how important your heart is, not just, for what we think of with love and compassion, but really to make sure that your body is able to function and heal on a daily basis by supplying the oxygen and nutrients via the blood system that it does. As chiropractors, again, focusing on the nervous system, there are nerves that send the signal, I should say, from your brain to your heart, back up to your brain. And this loop of information is what allows your brain to control the pace of your heart, the strength of your heartbeat, all these important factors that adapt throughout the day. So when you're talking about heart health, it's important to know just how powerful that engine is in your body. It's also important to know the things that you can do in order to maintain that heart health throughout your entire life for so many reasons. And a big part of that is going to be chiropractic care. I hope you learned a little bit about your heart today. Never underestimate just how important that organ is, not just on Valentine's Day, but every day of the year. Have a great day.